Welcome back, familiar to Northside LDN. Caramba, today we've got Liverpool 1, Girona 0 in the Champions League. And today, I have to be honest, Liverpool, more of a professional performance today. Got the 3 points, still top in the Champions League, but all in all, wasn't a great performance. The attack wasn't clinical. A couple of chances fell to Nunez. Wasn't clinical today. Shooting was off. Passing was off. Girona did excellently to lock off Mo Salah today in this game, even though he took the penalty really, really well. Diaz wasn't effective in this game. I think Girona kept a really good defensive shape. They played out the back really well. They also created a lot of great opportunities. In the first half, they were definitely the better team, more dominant, created a lot of good opportunities, in the box. Daily Blind with an opportunity in the box that he should have really buried, doesn't get to it. There's a shot and a rebound and it gets saved. But Girona played really, really good, really, really well. The number 10 for Girona, Aspria, his son, bro, balling out today. You know what I mean? Will Liverpool care? No. Ultimately, they got the 3 points and that's what they want. And listen, they still get the 3 points even when their team weren't playing that well. I think today they had a lot of problems, a lot of issues. I think Sobo was struggling to get into the game. Trent was also getting overrun on that right-hand side. They weren't able to get Mo Salah into the game. The pen, obviously, with Diaz getting the boot to the back of the leg. And obviously, the Girona defender catches him with the studs, takes his boot off. It's a pen. But all in all, wasn't amazing from Liverpool. I think it was really poor. I think Girona was by far the better team. The way that they had a back line of 6 at one point, and Liverpool just looked like they couldn't break them down. They looked like they didn't know how to break down Girona. They looked like they didn't know how to find any opportunities. A lot of crosses were going wide. The passing, you know, it was passing for passing's sake. They weren't able to penetrate Girona's defense today. I think Girona played excellently. Danjuma at one point absolutely cooked Sobo and Gomez as well at the same time. But yeah, man, I can't lie. I can't lie. They played really well today. Girona just didn't have the quality up front to really hurt Liverpool when it mattered. As I said, the performance wasn't amazing. They still got the win and they're still top in the Champions League. I'm sure Liverpool fans don't really care because of the position that they're in and they got the win. But the performance today wasn't that great. I think Danjuma looked really active today, played really well. Spria for Girona as well was causing a lot of problems. Brian Hill, even, you know, he slipped. You know, they had a couple of opportunities where they slipped, where they need to have a little bit more composure in the box. I think Girona taking way too many touches in the box, not going for the shot when the opportunities were there. Little passes over the defense of Liverpool, getting in behind. The crossing today, man, I can't lie, bro. The way Girona played football, they're a really well-drilled team. The way they play football, the way they transition out from the back, comfortable playing out from the back, more than comfortable dribbling out from the back, comfortable crossing it, really good patterns of play, excellent defensive shape. You know, they did cause Liverpool problems. They just didn't bury their chances. They just don't have that quality to really cook them. But I can't lie, man, that Girona coach has got them really well drilled, even when they've got rid of talents like Dovbyk and players like that. The way they play football, you can see why, you know, they were a problem in La Liga last season. You know, they've really performed extremely well. But Liverpool ultimately, you know, they got the experience to get over the line. I think the second half was definitely more of a professional performance. Once Liverpool got the penalty, they kind of just slowed the game down, slowed the tempo and the momentum of the game. And we're just, you know, comfortably playing for the 1-0. Didn't do anything stupid and just kept the ball, kept it simple, and made sure Girona wasn't really troubling them. But all in all, it wasn't amazing, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. No, it's true. You weren't great today. But you won. You won. The performance wasn't great, but you got the 3 points. So, like I said, all in all, you're going to be happy with the points. You know what I'm saying? No need to get upset. Do you get what I'm saying? No need to get upset. There's nothing I said that's a lie. You know, your performance weren't great, but it is what it is. You got the 3 points. Didn't need to be a good performance. We were already through. Didn't need to use up a lot of energy. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think Girona was really, really good, man. I think Arsenal are going to struggle with Girona. I can't even lie. They're a really well-drilled team, man. They're defensively, they'll set up extremely well. The way they did transition as well, they just ain't got that killer up front for them that they used to have in Dovbyk. I wasn't happy with the performance, but hey, we move. That's it, man. That's it. Champions League away from home, have to grind out results. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Shit game, 3 points taken, we move. That's what I mean, man. You just move. You know what I mean? You move. That's the difference between Arsenal and us. 100% agree. 100% agree. I do agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I do agree. You know, you got to get a job. You just got to get the job done. And you guys got the job done today. Even though it wasn't excellent, you got the job done. You know what I mean? So there are games like that. You guys already had a really, really good good performance against Real Madrid. And you guys already done your job to progress. So it is what it is. It's a good position to be in. But yeah, that Asprilla, bro, he was balling out, bro. He was balling out. Their fullback as well was playing well. I think Girona, man, they play some really good football, man. Really good football, bro. But that Asprilla guy, bro, he was definitely a problem, bro. Definitely a problem. I completely agree. Completely agree. But yeah, man, I will be putting the link out in a bit. But yeah, ball over to Nunez in the box, and he shoots it straight at the goalkeeper. This is exactly why. Bro, I don't trust Arsenal to do anything. So yeah, I'm saying if you're trying to rattle me, it ain't gonna work, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't believe in my club. You know what I mean? I don't believe in them because they ain't gone out there and done what needed to be done, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones, bro. It's one of them ones. We ain't going to do anything tomorrow. And even if we do, are we going to win the Champions League? I don't think so, because Arsenal didn't go out there and get the strike and get the world-class players needed. And we got a manager that's not good enough. So for me, Arsenal ain't doing anything in the Champions League. You know what I mean? A ball into Nunez in the box and he shoots it straight at the goalkeeper. This is exactly why I don't rate Nunez like that. Yes, he can be effective in certain games against certain opposition, but this guy, man, he's too wasteful. Nunez today got enough opportunities to score a brace, even though Liverpool wasn't amazing. Wasteful with his opportunities. Girona crossing the box. Daley Blind misses it. The ball rebounds, and the rebound shot is saved by the goalkeeper. Through ball from Girona in the box. Robertson nowhere to be seen. Girona slips the shot. You know, it's blocked. Should have really scored. They don't get the goal. It is what it is. Girona they just didn't make the most out of their opportunities, man. They had really, really good opportunities in that first half to go at least 2-0 up at half time, but they didn't. And under Slot, you know, Liverpool fans have got to praise the fact that, you know, this Liverpool team, they don't panic. They don't panic. Even when they give away opportunities, they should be conceding, which they have been playing really, really well, but they don't panic. You know, I saw this earlier in the season when they played Chelsea. They didn't panic. They let Chelsea have the ball at times. They didn't panic. You know what I mean? Got themselves back into the game, and then they punished them when they needed to punish them. So that is props to the way that, you know, the players are playing and the way the coach has got them managed. Girona, little give and go. Cook Trent on that little 1-2, but the shot goes straight at the goalkeeper. Once again, another opportunity, and they don't really make anything out of it. You know, they go past Trent, and then the shot straight at the goalkeeper again. Robertson with a cross headed out before it reached Mo Salah. That was a good cross, but it was cleared. Ball into Francis in the box. Gravenberch blocks the shot, which is a really, really good block from Gravenberch, to be honest. Really, really good. Really, really good block by Gravenberch, to be fair, because that Francis fullback, he was in the box completely, you know, completely with a shot on goal, and he gets the block. Ultimately, Gravenberch did well to block that. Slobo with a cross in the box, Nunez with a header, and he literally heads it against the floor. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are you actually doing, bro? Like, I don't even know what Nunez is on, bro. Like, this guy is woeful, bro. This guy is actually woeful, bro. Now, how did you get a shot? Like, the cross was whipped in really well into the box. Nunez, why are you heading it at the ground for? Just head it on target. More than likely, you score it. Like, I don't know. I don't know. But that's Nunez, though. You know what I'm saying? That is Nunez. Salah to Nunez in the box. Shot straight at the goalkeeper. It gets saved. Girona with a shot, top bins, but it gets saved. Good save by the goalkeeper. Second half, Danjuma absolutely cooked Gomez and Slobo, but then the shot was poor. This is what I'm saying. The finishing for Girona this game was absolutely atrocious, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely atrocious from Girona. Passing to Robertson, the shot straight at the goalkeeper. Diaz obviously got Liverpool the penalty. Trent with a free kick. It was going top bins, but it gets saved. Gakpo on a counter gets pulled back. And it ends 1-1. Other than that, bro, not much really else to really talk about. Both teams very frustrating in open play when they got their opportunity. Nunez is, bro, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, this guy, man, honestly, bro, he's shocking. He actually is shocking, bro. He actually is shocking. But yeah, man, this was an opportunity for him to just rack up a couple of goals. He had some good opportunities, Nunez. You know what I'm saying? Even though Liverpool, to me, didn't dominate the game, he just didn't bury it. Once again, didn't bury it. Nunez is insanely frustrating. I can see. No, real talk. But I already saw him at Benfica, my second team, my Portuguese team. I already knew how frustrating the guy is. But you can see exactly why Liverpool fans get frustrated with Darwin Nunez, man. It's the chances you're supposed to bury, he just does not bury them. He does not bury them. But like I said, Liverpool already through. They're already happy. You know what I'm saying? Happy days. They're really, you know what I mean? They're through. It is what it is. The link is out for anyone that does want to jump on and have their say on the game. That was an easy training ground friendly. 3 points onto the next. There you go. On to the next, man. On to the next. Do you know what I'm saying? On to the next. Big up Northside. Monaco will spank us tomorrow. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but you never know what you get with this team. I'll be honest, man. You never know what you get with this team. You know what I mean? We lost to Newcastle, Bournemouth. You know what I mean? These kind of things, you don't know what version of Arsenal's turning up, to be honest. Now, I believe that Arsenal is winning the game because it's at home. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to get happy for any of this because I just know that my team ain't going to win it. You know what I mean? We're not going to win the actual Champions League. So it's kind of, it feels pointless. It's Monaco, bro. At the Emirates, anything other than 3 points is embarrassing. Bro, this club has been embarrassing for 20 years, bro. Let's just keep it real. Arsenal have been embarrassing for 20 years, bro. So, you know. Are you watching the Benfica game tomorrow? It's on the same time as the Arsenal game, bro. I can't. I'll be focusing on the Arsenal game, bro. I'll be focusing on the Arsenal game. We didn't really need to do much anyways. Girona gave it a good effort, but we were in second gear, sat in a low block with the ball. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's true. That is true that you guys didn't need to perform to your top level. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, this is why I felt like Girona played really well, man. Their patterns of play, the way they move the ball around, the opportunities they make it in the first half, I think they played really, really well, man. Really, really well coached, that manager. Got them really well coached. And they got a very, very, very small budget. Nunez needs to go. He's had enough chances to establish himself as a regular in this team. Yeah, I hear that, bro. I hear that. He's frustrating. It's calm today because you guys didn't need to get the win. But in games where you need to get the win, that is when this guy's going to really piss you off again. That being said, we were tame. But a win is a win. Training ground session. There you go. There you go. Agreed. They did well. Always rated. Michelle is solid. Yeah, very good coach. Very, very, very good coach, man. AC, AJ, what are you saying?
What's up, Northside? My tribal chief.
What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, my tribal chief, Northside. So, yeah, I was...
let's not disrespect Roman Reigns too much. I'm not having it.
Yeah, I was a bit happy with Liverpool's performance, but I wasn't impressed with how they played today. I mean, Girona absolutely bossed them. I mean, Girona could have easily nicked a surprise, but anyway, it's Liverpool. They always find a way to win, despite if it's a good game or if it's a horrible game. Liverpool always find a way, and another masterclass from Arne Slot. So big up to him for another Champions League win. And tomorrow, Northside, Arsenal, Monaco. I mean, look at the players.
1 second, bro. 1 second. You got something playing in the background, bro. I don't want to get copyright. What is that, bro? Because I may get copyright. Go on, unmute yourself when it's off. Unmute yourself and you can continue.
It's fine. I got rid of it. As I was saying, I was saying because Monaco, like, they've got a lot of Premier League, former Premier League players. They've got Minamino and they've got Florent Balogun. So you can imagine what will happen if Balogun turns up at the Emirates and scores against us. That will be an absolute shocker for me, because the way that this manager treated him was absolutely disgusting. I mean, Balogun, for me, he should have been our striker in this team. But no, this fan base had the audacity to claim that Eddie is our main striker, and to throw Balogun away like he was like nothing to us. I rate Balogun, and what he did for us, I will never forget it. But if he scores against Arsenal tomorrow, then I can guarantee you he will absolutely like soak it in Arteta's face tomorrow. So Arteta, you better watch out, because Balogun is coming for you.
Yo, mad! It's mad. AJ, what do you make of this Liverpool game, bro? What do you make of Girona and Liverpool?
Girona, like, I saw them a little bit last season because I was taking a hiatus from my terrorist football, and you know what? Man, I've suffered enough. Girona are a very, very good team. Like, they don't really do individuals, but they are good as a collective. And how they played against Liverpool, I think they were genuinely unlucky not to get a point. But that's just what happens when you're up against that higher quality of team. Like, coaching can only get you so far.
Yeah.
And when coaching can't get you a certain way, that's where you need the star players to step up. And I thought Danjuma done all right, but bloody hell, man, they can't finish our wike, for flip's sake.
The way they were passing, you know what? One thing, yeah, that first half, what I liked, yeah, is the way that they played football was so much better than watching the Prem. Oh my days, bro! The way that they were passing the ball around, and when Liverpool are in full gear, that they play some really, really good football as well, yeah. But it was their crossing, the way they were taking on, that they will beat a man. They didn't even need speed. They're not necessarily fast players, bro. But they just know how to pass the ball. Even when they were getting pressed, they played out the press so comfortably. They were dribbling out the back so comfortably. Like,
I'm not used to seeing dribbling.
Their players are really, really good. Like, their players are actually really good technically. Like, the weight of pass, the dribbling out from the back, the crossing in the box, the way they knew how to read the game, the way they even got, like, at a time they had like 6 at the back. They were playing a 4-2-3-1, but they had a 6 at the back. And they had the other 3 midfielders. And, bro, every single time they tried to pass out to Salah or to Diaz, they just doubled up on him. Every single time, closed the angle for them to even whip in across. I think they played really well. Listen, Liverpool, obviously, quality-wise, are way ahead of them. But I really like the football that manager's got them playing, man. Really, I'd like to see him at a bigger club and see what he would do.
I think he's earned it. He's 100% earned it. Like, Girona were in the title race for 2/3 of last season, and while they obviously fell away because their budget is smaller than our weekly wage, they done so well to compete with Real Madrid and Barca. Like, they have no right to be in the top 4, and they got there. That shows you that if you can overachieve at a certain level, you can do it at a top level club. And while I've had PTSD of Spanish managers at this club, he can't possibly do worse. Yeah, and as far as my man's in the back downstairs, yeah, I feel sorry for you at this point. Man, I hope things get better for you, all right?
Listen, we're in the same boat, to be honest, man. Us as Arsenal fans, we can't really talk
I hear that, but I'd rather laugh than cry. Because the thing is, when I look at the terror squad that we've got, yeah, I don't care. Like, it's why when Arsenal drop points against Fulham on Sunday, it didn't bother me. I don't care. I know they're losers. I know they can't turn up when it matters. And when you're just switched off emotionally, life's so much easier. Right, not wrong. I don't care. Hell, I was laughing when VAR disallowed our goal because we didn't deserve to win. Not a chance. Like, we would have won in spite of how we played, in spite of that incompetent Spanish prick on the bench, that reject Hugo Boss model. If we had won despite that, it would have just papered over cracks. And trust me, I need us to get sacrificed. It can't be a home to Man United in the FA Cup because listen, after what I said in the aftermath of, of what we did to them, they're gonna come for me. Pause. But if we get slapped at Anfield, and I mean hold another 6-0 like what Chelsea done to us, whatever it takes to get Arteta out of here, man. And they'll listen. We might need to do a stream to celebrate.
I'm telling you, bro, that's gonna be a bad boy stream. I'm telling you, it's gonna be looking like carnival, bro. It's gonna be a carnival stream.
But I will be there with you, man. I'll have the burries, I'll have the hillock, I will be there, I'll be feasting. Bring the best of Angola with you, man. Bring it.
I'm telling you, bro. Jay, what are you telling me, man? What'd you make of this game?
City Group, if you're out there, I know you lot in charge of Girona and that. I know if you're out there, please, I'm begging you, give us your manager, bro. Take and give us your manager. You see this Girona manager, bro? He's a
cool. I gotta go because Madrid are playing in a bit, yeah.
In a bit,
my bro. He's gonna do bits, bro. I'm telling you, in a 3-4 seasons, he's gonna be at a big club, bro. Big man thing, because I didn't expect Girona to hold Liverpool out like that, reduce them to just scoring a penalty. However, on the flip side, I'm gonna say, you see Liverpool, this title is theirs, bro. They might do a Champions League and Premier League double G. Like, real talk. They might even win the League Cup as well. They might do a treble this season. I'm gonna be real. I don't see, we've got them in like a week and a half, and I'm fearing for my life, bro. Because I don't see who's gonna beat them. This Arne Slot guy, I don't know what he says to these guys, but my man has spent little to no money. Who did they bring in? Chiesa. Have we even seen him play yet? What phase is Slot in, bro?
Yeah.
This is why I don't buy this process nonsense. Yes, they do have good players, but their players are aging, bro. Andy Robertson, old man. Salah, old man. Virgil, yes, he's still quality, but he's an old man. Do you know what I'm saying? Their players are aging. So how is he getting a tune out of these players? They haven't, they've lost one game this season to Nottingham Forest, bro. Like,
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. This is why, I just can't stand Arteta for another season, bro. He has to go. If you don't win that in this season, he has to go, man. Because Liverpool are they're just different, man. They're different under this manager, bro. They just look a lot more composed. Everyone's on board. Players are improving. You know what I mean? They're progressing comfortably. They didn't have to be excellent today. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to be amazing today. They've already got the job done. This is what I'm saying. This is what happens when you get the job done. You don't have to be excellent every game because you're excellent enough to get over the line. You know what I mean? Like, just is what it is, man. Champions League, you know what I mean? Away ground, you get the points and you move. You know what I'm saying? You already progress, you move, bro. It's mad. It's actually mad. Macy, go on, Jay.
No, I was just gonna say, and what I've noticed as well is like it seems like these players, they understand what he's trying to do. This is a squad, where the players have bought into what the manager's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? There's such a change from last season. They're not even on this gun ho. You know what I'm saying? There's points where they'll just say, you know what? Do what you want. Do what you want. Attack us, bro. And that's why I rate Slot so much. And I'm burning that note that we didn't get him. Because he was available, bro. He was available. And instead we got this, you know what I'm saying? We got this fraud in charge of our club, man. So I'm burning. I'm honestly burning. But hey, congrats to Liverpool, innit? Like, honestly, man. Can't hate.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Listen, while Liverpool are flying in the Champions League, my club has to win tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect from this club. Do you know what I mean? We're 10th. We're 10th in the Champions League, sitting with 10 points. You know, it's like, bro, we're level points with Monaco, level points of Bayern, Lille. Brest has got 1 point more than us. You know what I mean? We only got 1 point more than Benfica, and Benfica have been poor. You know what I mean? This season, like, they ain't been great. I'm not confident, bro. Like, I'm not confident. Arsenal in Europe, bro. I'm never confident, bro. I can't lie to you.
Villa are 1-0 up as well, and Sporting are 1-0 up. Crazy.
Oh, it's jarring, bro. It's actually jarring. Macy, are you confident for tomorrow's game? You're not. You said you weren't confident, bro. You said you weren't confident.
Yeah, of course I'm not confident, Northside. You know me because I still have no hope that we can go through to the knockout stages because this manager has a habit of knocking us out of every competition because that's just what he does. Like every time we put our neck on the line for those competitions, this manager has the arrogance to throw it away because that's what he does. And if we throw away this Champions League campaign, then we are in for a bit of a ride because ain't no way we're going to win the Premier League because we're in the top 4 race and it's not going to matter because Sky Sports will dress this up like, oh, top 4 race is on. Who's going to get Champions League football and all that crap? I'm sick of this top 4 race. And you know he's going to bottle he's going to bottle the League Cup to Crystal Palace. And if who knows, he might bottle the FA Cup to Manchester United because this is what this manager does. He always does this, and I can't stand him. I can't stand his press conferences. I can't stand the way he comes out with this high energy thinking that he can get something over the line. I can't stand him. I just literally can't. And if we lose to Monaco, then this manager really has to go. I'm sick of every single one of our board. Like they all want to keep hold of him like he's their golden boy, like he's their treasure or something. And I really want this manager out because I literally cannot stand him anymore.
I hear it, man. I hear it. Bro, I just feel like even if we progress, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, bro? Because you know what happened against Fulham is gonna happen in the Champions League. You know what I mean? We're gonna get stifled by somebody, and then what's the answer? Do you know what I mean? Do I want to win? This is the thing. You want your team to progress, but at the same time, if you don't have faith that they're good enough to get over the line, what's the point? I don't think Arsenal can beat Liverpool right now. I don't think we can beat them. They're the better team, and their process just started. I don't care what he's inherited because Arsenal fans never told me that this Liverpool team were going to be in the title race or that they're good enough. I didn't think that they're going to be in the title race so fast, but I said, yo, Liverpool, they're there. We'll see. I never just dismissed them completely. I said, yo, we'll see. We'll see what this new manager does. I don't know much about him. Do you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. We stayed stagnant. And now they've caught up by just a different managerial appointment. I think Liverpool, bro, I just feel like the manager he knows when to slow it down. He knows when to make the right changes. He knows how to get the most out of players. He knows how to play a system so that they're a bit more unpredictable. You don't know if they're going to be that they can be direct or they can be controlling. It's a difficult team to face. You know, you got McAllister that's creating chances as well as Alexander-Arnold. Multiple players are scoring goals for them. You know what I'm saying? They're always able to win a penalty. Bro, they're a problem, man. Liverpool are a problem. I can't even lie, man. They're a massive, massive problem. But
yeah,
I just don't. I can't lie to you, bro. I just feel like we're there. You know what it is? You know what's the saddest thing? And maybe you feel like that. You feel like that, Jay, as well. Yeah. Sometimes you feel like your club is just in the Champions League just to occupy space. Like we're not serious. Like it's not serious. We're not there. Like yeah, we you know what I mean? We're making moves. Like we're ready. Like we're serious. We're not serious. Arsenal ain't ready for Champions League, bro. We're not ready.
Feels like you're there to make up the numbers, innit?
Make up the numbers, pick up, you know what I mean, pick up some money, you know what I mean, by progressing to the quarters or something, get knocked out in the quarters and then it's done. Like, I don't see what we've brought to our game, our style of play or anything that we didn't have last year. People talk about set pieces and corners. We were doing that last year. Do you know what I'm saying? We already did that last year. That's not going to get us over the line. There's nothing about this team that looks and say, oh, do you know what? Yeah, we've made this addition, this addition, this addition. I see how if we get into a situation that we was up against Porto or Bayern Munich, this is the play that we can count on or the difference maker we can count on to get us over the line and on to the next stage or through to the finals. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
Do you think, that like you see this whole penalty thing? Do you think that's something that Slot's probably looked at and he's kind of coached into them like, yo, get into the box and win a penalty? Because I've noticed, I think Liverpool must have won the most penalties in the league this season, bro. real talk, like obviously I know everyone wants to say Salah stat pads, which is another player I want to get onto as well. He's just inevitable. That he is just inevitable, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that the contract talks are positive and that. If anyone deserves a 300k contract, it's him, innit? Because I'll be real, he's consistent. He's everything that we see that we want Son to be, that you guys want Saka to be. A consistent. Someone that you can turn to. No one
Big
else was
game
going to
player,
score for
like.
Liverpool today.
Mm-hmm.
No one else was going to score for Liverpool today, I'll be honest. Just from watching that game. And that's credit to Girona again. I don't want to take no credit away from them because they're a good, you know what I'm saying? They're a good side, bro.
No, I hear that, man. I hear that. I just think they attack well. Like when you attack well, and you got runners, you know what I mean, in the box, and so many players making runs in the box and trying to attack and score. You're gonna draw defenders out, and then defenders are gonna have a decision to make because the box is getting overcrowded, or you're attacking with a lot of numbers. You're gonna draw fouls. You know what I mean? As soon as defenders have two men to mark, do I stay with this player or do I see that run from Diaz or from Gakpo? Look at the way they pulled Gakpo back. Like it was on a counter attack and they pulled him. I know it was the middle of the pitch. That's what happens when you got runners, man. They make good passes, they make good options, make good runs. And as soon as the defender has to think too much, most of the time they're going to stick a leg out, pull a player back, mistime the flipping tackle because they're thinking about the player that they're currently marking and the player that's running off the shoulder. So you're always going to draw. You're going to draw penalties. You're going to draw fouls. You know what I'm saying? I think that's all it really is, man. When they attack. Like you see Liverpool, the way they attack after a set piece. Yeah, today didn't have like an abundance of corners, but normally after a corner, they win that ball back and they attack with numbers. Do you know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden the defense is outnumbered. If they don't score, they're going to do a stupid tackle, bro. Next thing you know, pen. You know what I'm saying? Because the defender's just. He's got too much to think about. Do you know what I'm saying? So he just starts doing a bozo moment. I think that's what it is, man. Because when they go direct, they still got elements of Klopp, the way that Klopp wanted this team to play. They got elements of it. It's just way less like 90 minutes of it. It's more in stages. You know what I'm saying? In certain stages or when they're transitioning, but they're not constantly bombing forward. So
yeah, I think there's triggers now, man. There's like press triggers. I noticed that, and I've watched quite a few Liverpool games today. They will target a player in the back line or even in the midfield, and as soon as that player gets the ball, that's the trigger. That's the press trigger. And I think that's the difference between a manager and an actual good coach, like a good coach who knows what he's doing. And hey, listen, our clubs. We ain't fortunate enough to be blessed with a manager like Slot, you know what I mean? I got a manager who only knows one way, you know what I'm saying? He's a brother with only one hairstyle, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, you guys have got Arteta, that tap dancer on the sideline, just throwing his hands about all the time. And it will never change, man. It will never change until our owners get serious. But, like I said, the money, it's about the shmoney.
That's where it is, man. Have you got any faith for Tottenham in the Europa League?
Hell no. I did at the start of the season, bro. Like, honest to God, we was sitting second, 3 wins out of 3. I was like, cool. Then we lost to Galatasaray. I was like, you know what? Yeah, away from home, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, you don't wanna be too negative. We still got a chance. We just need to win a game and pick up a point and be automatically qualified. Then these scrubs go out and draw at home to Roma. And that's when I knew this club is not destined for anything, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This club is not destined for nothing. We got Rangers on Thursday. They're going to be up for it. It's at the Ibrox as well. I'm not going to lie. We're cooked. We're cooked, bro. I genuinely see them rolling us over because the injuries are bad, bro. Van de Ven's gone. Romero's gone now because this bozo decided to risk them in the Chelsea game. So now our squad's looking peak. Obviously, we got Bentancur, but I mean, every time we pin our hopes on him returning, he does nothing. So I don't expect nothing from us, honestly. My hope is that, you know what I'm saying, Amarim has a stinker in the cup, and maybe we can squeeze past. And then, if I'm being real, our best bet is to get Newcastle at home in the semis, and maybe we can pull off a something. I'd love to face you lot in the final, because if we pull off a one and done, hey, if we pull off a one and done against Arsenal at Wembley, it's gonna be brilliant, man. Scenes will be amazing.
Nah, that would be crazy. I can't lie. That would be crazy. I can't lie. I would enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if we won it, you know what I mean? That would be lovely. But yeah, I don't have much faith. Ravi, big up to Ravi, bro. Big up. Didn't see the game. How was it, bro? First half, Girona was a better team, but they didn't put you to the sword. Second half, you know, as soon as you don't got the penalty, that's it. You just managed the game. You had a couple of opportunities that you created for Nunez. He just had bozo moments once again. Salah didn't really do anything, but took his penalty very well, as you expect. Every single time you need him to do something, he will do it, even though you didn't even need the 3 points today. Sobo wasn't great today. Gravenberch made some good blocks, some good tackles in the box when they had an opportunity. Curtis Jones was okay. Robertson actually delivered a couple of good crosses into the box.
What
Trent
did you make
today
of
wasn't
Nunez?
that great. Huh?
What did you make of Darwin Noodles? What did you make of him?
He was poor, man. He was poor. He was poor, bro. He was poor once again. Like, bro, he had opportunities on the play. I think he had about 3 opportunities. He had a cross that he headed to the ground, and it was wide anyway. He had another opportunity. I think Salah played the ball through to him. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He smacked it straight at the goalkeeper. Bro, I don't know. This guy just gets a rush of blood to the head, bro. This guy is just not a clinical goal scorer, bro. You know what I mean? And I think he had another opportunity as well that he spanked wide. It's like, bro, like, he's just not all that, bro. Like, certain games, yeah, he causes calamities, but if you can't rely on him, you just can't rely. You can't rely on Darwin Nunez, bro. You'll give it to him on the plate and he'll spank it, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. He's a volume player, but he's just not a clinical player. Like, you give him a lot of opportunities, he may score, but the guy just leaves a lot to be desired, really and truly. Trent, I think they did a bit of a number on Trent in the first half. They were playing around Trent like he wasn't even there. Like, they're just playing bopping 1-2s, pass and move, crossing it from the left-hand side. And Trent didn't really know much of how to stop them. But other than that, Van Dijk had a calm game. Alisson, when called on, did good to make it, to make a couple of good saves. But all in all, it is where it is. You'll probably call it a professional performance, especially the way you guys played in the second half. The second half, Girona fell off. I think Girona fell off and Liverpool just started to just be like, yo, let's just dominate possession, keep the ball, pass it around, and just, we ain't got to do too much. We're 1-0 up. They didn't make the most out of their opportunities, and that's football, man. When you don't take your chances, it is what it is. But honestly, I don't think they're too bothered, man. Touchline, what you saying, bro?
Yo, man. Hold on. Yo, man, you saying, bruv? Big up to the panel and that.
Big up, bro. Did you watch the game? Liverpool.
No, I was doing the watch. I was doing a watch along with Zia. Zia Talks.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching the game. We was just talking about just football, innit? But he was watching the game. But yeah, he said that Liverpool played awful, but they won the game. They just managed to find a way to win.
Yeah.
Play well. So yeah.
Well, his team is drawing at the moment. They're struggling.
Yeah, man. They were 1-0 down in that. Sane got booked. He was going mental. I was taking a pure mick out of it because he was talking about Sane. He was like, "Oh, why is he starting and all that?" Then 7 minutes in, he gets booked.
Madness.
This guy's washed.
What'd you make of Liverpool? I mean, the game today, like I said, they weren't amazing, but they controlled the game in the second half. If Girona had any quality, they would have been 2-0 down by halftime, to be completely honest. But this is what they do. What'd you make of Liverpool this season?
I think they're obviously a very good team, yeah, but I think they're massively overrated. With that, I think their results are overshadowing their performances because I've watched them for a few times this season, and I've been impressed with any of the games. Apart from when they played us, they beat us 3-0, but we weren't good. Like, you know what I'm saying, we weren't good. We got beat 3-0 by Spurs. No offense, Hotspur cave in it, but we got, you know what I'm saying, we got smashed. So,
would you not say they were convincing against Man City?
Yeah, they were convincing in that game, but it's like Man City have been are awful at the minute. They've won 1 in 9. Do you get what I'm saying?
Were they not convincing against Real Madrid?
Yeah, in that game, I watched them against Chelsea, though. They weren't convincing in the Chelsea game. And you're saying today they weren't convincing. There was another. What was the game? Villa
No,
game.
but they rotated the team and they're already qualified. They didn't really need to play all their best players, and they already knew that it was the game that had to be played, but the job's already been done. Like we said, they dominated Real Madrid. You know what I'm saying? Like they played really well that game. I mean, Aston Villa, you don't think they were convincing in that game?
No, I don't think they were convincing in that game. I can't. I think they got. I think Villa just gave them a lifeline. Look at their 2 goals. Especially the first one, it was like a counter attack. So like Villa were playing all their players on the halfway line. In the Chelsea game, I didn't think they were that good. I didn't think any of them teams were that good in that game. The game against Brighton, I didn't think they were that good. Like, I've watched them a few times this season and gone, you lot just ain't that good. But you find the way to win, which is obviously that's a component you need to win titles, isn't it? But I don't think they've been that convincing. No, I think that when they play teams away from home, they'll start to drop points. Like when they play the big teams away from home. When they go away to the Etihads and the Stamford Bridges, and that, I think they'll drop points in that. I think the league is still wide open for any of the top 4 teams to win.
Wide open, yeah?
Yeah, apart from Arsenal, they can't win it because it's Arsenal, you know what I'm saying? But I think City can still win it. I think Chelsea can still win it. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I agree with that. I think their performances have just not been what people have been used to in the last couple of years under Klopp. I think their performances have been good, man. I feel like defensively they've been great. Even when they got an injury to one of their centre backs, they bring in Gomez and they were looking solid away from this game. Yeah. I think going forward, a lot of their players have improved. Gravenberch has improved. McAllister's playing really, really well. It's continuing his good form. I think Gakpo's improved this season. Diaz has improved this season. Darwin Nunez has been effective in certain games. Is he a clinical goal scorer? No, but he's been effective. Mo Salah this season as well has been creating for the forward line. Sobo, I don't think he's been the best, but 1 or 2 games he's been able to be used to be more effective. I think Trent overall this season hasn't been getting cooked the way he used to in the Klopp system. Robertson's passing has been good. You know, I feel like they've improved. You know what I mean? Very minimal. Just because they're not smashing teams 4-5, 6-0 like they used to under Klopp, I still feel like they've been controlling games and they've not been all over the place or a little bit like, the opposition can get in the game. Like even against Chelsea, like when that game started, as an example, they just allowed Chelsea to have the ball. You know what I mean? And they didn't panic. And as soon as Chelsea made stupid mistakes at the back from the goalkeeper and the defender, all of a sudden they punished them. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just more controlled. It's not so, oh wow, like every single time. But even the way they transition out of set pieces, especially corners, the way they attack in numbers, I feel like they've improved a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Like just because they're not slapping teams, you don't have to slap teams. Do you know what I'm saying? But is the game controlled? Is there aspects of their game that has improved?
No side.
I think so.
Northside, do you think they would have beaten Everton if they played them on the weekend?
I think they would have beaten Everton, yeah.
I think they would have lost.
I think they would have beaten them.
Because I remember I come on here last week, yeah, and I said that I didn't think they was going to beat Newcastle. I said they're going to draw, and they drew. And everyone was like, nah, they're going to beat them. I said, they're going to draw. I think they were going to lose to Everton. They've got a bad record in recent years at Goodison Park. They lost there last year. Do you get what I'm saying? I was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but this year showing that last year doesn't mean anything. Because last year they weren't in the title race. This year they are. They're sat top. Last year they would still concede silly mistakes through the way that they played. This year they're not so naive. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really think you can really compare it, bro. Like this, I feel like it's the way that they're approaching their games. Yes, it's the same players, but the way they're approaching the games, I think is completely different, bro. I can't lie to you. I think they're much improved, bro. And even when people are saying, "Oh, but who have they played?" Nah, they played Real Madrid. It's still Real Madrid. Still got to win.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not taking away the Real Madrid win, but I think they would have lost against them.
Man City, still Man City. There, I think that's when they had their centre back out. They still won convincingly. I feel like I can't lie, man. They've improved a lot, bro. I can't lie. To say it's not convincing, I don't think I agree with that, bro. I think they're really well coached. It's just that not every single aspect is perfect because the manager ain't even had a year with them. Is there things that can improve? Yeah, they can get a striker. They need a rotation for McAllister. Robertson, I still believe that they need to upgrade on Robertson going forward. You know what I mean? there is aspects of their team that they can still improve. You know, they like Sobo. Is he a perfect number 10?
No, he's awful.
Fans say that he's perfect for what they're doing. The athleticism. They say for their system, he's perfect. So
Yeah, but
I still think they should go out and get another number 10 that's more creative, because I don't necessarily rate Slobo like that. But he's effective in their system. I don't know, man.
yes, I'm not saying they have. I never said they haven't played anyone. Yeah, I didn't say that. I just said I don't.
No,
think
you didn't say that.
I didn't. I just don't think their results are like reflecting of what I've seen them in their performances. I think that when they do play a team, when they get a bit of knock of confidence in that, you know what it's like that. Sometimes when you become like human, innit? You know what I'm saying? Because when you're winning loads of games, and then you have a knock of like when Arsenal were the Invincibles, they didn't lose for ages. And then when they lost is when you start to lose again. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. That's what happened. That's the same thing that happened. What team was it last year? I can't even remember. I said that it might have been Liverpool again last year. I said once they have a knock of confidence, then it will start to thingy. Bruges 1-0, yeah, bro. I just think that whilst I do think he's doing a good job, by the way, I do think Slott's doing amazing. I just think that they aren't as good as what the results are suggesting at the minute. Like I think this title is wide open for I would say top 4 teams, Arsenal included in there. I don't think Arsenal will win it, but Arsenal can still win this title if they put a run together of 10 to 15 games.
I mean, Sumi says Klopp liked to go all out attack even after scoring 3 goals. Under Slot, it's all about taking control of the game. Under Klopp, we played heavy metal football, which also resulted in a lot of injuries. Slot's got everyone fooled. All I hear is Liverpool haven't been good, but they've won the game. He's treating the Prem like the Dutch league. Okay,
Yeah,
I can't really argue with them 2 points.
Yeah, I understand that, but I still personally think this league title is well open. City can still win it, Chelsea still win it, Arsenal still win it, because I think Liverpool will drop off. Like they'll drop a lot of points in the second half of the season.
And I mean, if you're saying that, do you think Arsenal are going to go get a clinical goal scorer?
No, I don't think Arsenal will win it, but I think there's a chance you could still win it. I don't think you're going to. I think if you're going to ask Liverpool, Arsenal win the league, I say Liverpool win the league. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. But have you been more convinced by Chelsea this season than Liverpool?
Yeah, but the problem is, you know what the problem is Chelsea, to me, their attack convinces me, yeah? They perform really well, they play nice football, but their defence is what doesn't convince me. Whereas Liverpool, their defence is so good when it's, you know what I mean? It's so good.
They can rely on the defence.
They can rely on their goalkeeper as well to pull off a world-class save, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas Chelsea's goalkeeper will just give the other team a goal.
I agree with that. But Chelsea, you don't put Chelsea winning it because of their defence.
No, I still think Chelsea can win it, but I think if you're going to ask me, Liverpool are still the favourites. I'm not saying they aren't. I think, but I just think that anyone can win it. I think they're going to drop off a bit.
Man City, Man City, clearly they need a DM. Rodri's out for the season. So do you think they get a DM in January? Yeah,
they probably will. But I think he'll sort it out. I think they'll sort it out anyways. Like I think there's still a chance City win this league. You have to Northside, we got to show some respect in it to like the track record that they've given us over the last 7 years. Like they can still turn it around second half of the season. Do you get what I'm saying? They can still they're the only team in the league that can go 10, 15 games of winning just straight games.
Do you think they'll survive though? Do you think, because they still need to survive until January to be able to still be in touching distance, or do you think that doesn't matter?
Depends on their games, bro. To be honest with you, they're only how many points are they off Liverpool? 9. I don't even know. Let me go check.
They're
8 points off. Yeah,
12 points off.
They've got us this weekend, didn't they? And then they've got Villa away, Everton at home, Leicester away. So if they could beat us and then try and beat Villa away, then they've got a decent run of fixtures because they'll have Everton, Leicester, West Ham, and Brentford and Ipswich. They could win all them 5 games comfortably if they beat us and Villa. So there's still a chance that they can win this.
Still a chance, but it's looking shaky. You know what I mean? They could be 15, 16 points behind by January. Do you know what I mean? That might be too much to claw back. That's the thing. I agree with you that I expect them to go out in January and address the fact they didn't go and get Bruno Guimaraes. I agree with you there, but I don't know if they're going to be able to be consistent enough to still be in touching distance to do that. Do you know what I mean? And then when you talk about consistency, bro, everyone's been worse than them. City's been worse than them in consistency. Arsenal have. Chelsea have actually been good. I mean, Chelsea are above Arsenal at the moment. But then again, like you said, can't really rely on Chelsea's defense. The goalkeeper's always got a bimbo moment. The defense needs upgrading. You know, as centre-back pairing, it's still not up there. But they got an excellent bench. They got an excellent attack. Their midfield is getting better. Enzo's getting better. Jackson's getting better. Pedro Neto, Madueke is effective in certain games. I just, man, I don't know, man.
Balling.
I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like the way Liverpool are playing games and the way that they're approaching their games and the fact that their manager doesn't always have to play one style. They can be more direct. And then they can be more possession based. Do they need to strengthen in terms of players? Yeah, they do. They got a small squad in certain areas of their squad, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I still got, like you said, Liverpool are the favourites.
Yeah, they're the favourites, but I still think it's open for anyone to win. I can't lie. Maybe, you know, look, Man United have announced today that Rashford's up for sale. Maybe Arsenal need a clinical goal scorer. Do you get what I'm saying? January comes along.
This ain't the Mancunian auction, man. Stop trying to.
Arteta can fix him.
This ain't Northside car boot sale, man. Stop trying to sell. This ain't eBay. Look at this guy. This guy.
Arteta can fix. Do you get what I'm saying? He's going to be. I'm telling you now, that's happening. Arsenal is signing Marcus Rashford. Northside.
Oh, this guy, bro. People have to understand this is a Klopp team with full pace and power. We don't have proper creative players apart from Trent, Maka, Salah. If we give Slot some proper players, he'll do even better. I agree. But will your ownership back him in Jan? Or they're going to wait till the summer? I think they have to back him in Jan if they're serious. Because no one predicted that you guys would be in this position, you know, at the start of the season. None of us. Now that you're in that position, any fan would want their club to go up there and address the weaknesses in January. It don't matter how much it costs, bro. This is an opportunity to win the league. You have to take that. You never know. Like, look at Arsenal. We've been in the title race 2 years in a row. You never know when it's going to come to an end. When you're in position, you have to maximize that and go out. If you have to overspend. Who cares?
Can't take it for granted.
Huh?
You can't take like that, like the fact like Man City, the fact that no one else has been on Arsenal's level, isn't it? That Chelsea have been bad, that United have been bad. Arsenal took it for granted, didn't it? When they were 8 points clear, they took it for granted. They should have. They thought that the only way is up. Like we're playing like Towie and that, bruv. They thought the only way was up, but now they're crumbling down, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? And other teams, because other teams are getting better, the standards is getting higher, getting raised. Yeah,
I agree. FSG is our biggest threat to this title. If these rats don't spend in Jan, we might be under some serious trouble at the back end of the season. 0 quality players for your new manager is crazy work. I can't lie. 100%. Listen, he's, as it stands, obviously the season ain't over. You ain't been crowned champions yet. But at the end of the day, when a manager's performing like this, yeah, you have to back it, bro. You have to back it. These ownership they probably thought it'd take him 2-3 years, probably rebuild. There was conversation about, is Van Dijk going to sign a new contract? Salah still to sign a new contract. If your manager's performing like this, you're top in the Champions League, top in the league. You're not going to back him now. When are you going to back him then? When are you going to back him? Since when do you have to be in this position in year 4, 5, 6? He's in that position now. Give him the money now. That's what I would say. I'm not a Liverpool fan, but this is how I look on it, because this is what I wanted from Arsenal, and I never get it. Do you know what I'm saying? Strike the iron while it's hot. When your team is on top, you go out there. When Fergie last season, he knew he needed a striker. Who do you went and got? Van Persie. Won the league. He didn't say, we need a rebuild. We need, but let's see what we can do with what we've got now. Go out there, get the player, get over the line. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
FSG operate in a different way, don't they, bro?
Well, they need to operate in a different way instead of doing this tight thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and spend the money, man. And I reckon Liverpool fans will probably turn on the ownership even more, bro, because they're very happy with the manager. They're happy with what Arne Slot is doing. You know what I'm saying? And he settled a lot of the talk. Some of the Liverpool fans didn't want him. They wanted Ruben Amorim. And yet, you know, as it currently stands, he's proven people wrong. Obviously, he has to get over the line, but I can't lie, man. I can't lie. I feel like if he doesn't get backed, you look back on it and think, what if he was given the players that he needed? Today shows again why Darwin Nunez can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Jota at the start of the season was missing too many opportunities playing up front. They
Yeah.
arguably need another striker that's actually going to guarantee them goals. I think Gyökeres would fit into Liverpool. I think his hold-up play could do the Firmino thing, where he can link up play, and plus he's a better finisher. You've already seen him in the Champions League. When he's in the box, he's got a good shot on him, man.
He's got good strength as well and runs him behind a lot.
Yeah, I mean, so he can do the possession thing and he can do the counter thing. So I think he's a good. But I don't know. I know a lot of Liverpool fans hate FSG, so
I don't think they're going to spend 70 million on Gyökeres though in January. I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll wait till the summer if they're going to do it.
But I get what you're saying. That's what they're going to do. That's not what they should do, bro. I hope
that
they
isn't
do.
what they should do.
Because I'm not a Liverpool supporter, but bro, that's mad. Yes, I agree with that. FSG has the back slot in Jan, but knowing the owners, it doesn't look likely from previous history. Bro, FSG did Klopp dirty in 18-19 season, Jan window. Even when we won the title in 1920, our transfer window was shambolic. We were lucky to keep our first 11 fit for most of the time. I hear it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a bit like Arsenal, isn't it? Like now you were lucky to keep your starting 11 fully fit last season, and then now this season it started to drop down a bit. You're relying on that depth, and you don't have any.
Bro, touchline quickly. I wanted to touch on Dan Ashworth. He's been linked to Arsenal. I'll take it with a pinch of salt. You know what I'm saying? You know these headlines. You know what I mean? But on the internet, as soon as you talk about it as a discussion, people are like, you said. It's like, I didn't say anything. It's just what's out there. But what do you make of Dan Ashworth? Because apparently
he's a scrub.
Apparently,
he's a scrub.
Is it actually confirmed that he wanted other managers like?
Well, listen, obviously that could be PR in it. But listen, when he joined United, I said, I'm not getting gas because he's worked at Brighton and Newcastle. Yeah, listen, they can be 14th and they'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? When we were 14th, I was screaming for that geezer. There's a video of it. I don't know my channel. I said, bruv, get this Dan Ashworth, mate. You're not at Brighton, at Newcastle. You're at Man United. Sack Ten Hag now. Get him gone. And apparently he wanted to get Southgate in. And do you know, I actually believe that because he hired Southgate for England job. So he's worked with Southgate before. I don't know why Ratcliffe would want Southgate. Why would Ratcliffe want Southgate? Why would Omar Barada want Southgate? I think it was Dan Ashworth. And look, he may have wanted Ten Hag to stay. I don't know. But listen, just know if he joins Arsenal, yeah, Arteta's never getting sacked. He's never getting sacked. He's getting the keys to the kingdom. Do you get what I'm saying? You might sign a few like unknown entities in England or something, some English talents, and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can bring Rashford with him as well, mate.
Well, that's the thing. Like your fan base was saying in the chat, he's the one that wanted Bruno to get an extension and Rashford. Is that
true?
Well, apparently, I don't know. This is what I'm hearing. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
That warrants the death sentence, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's
he did bring in Delict for good money. You didn't get bumped like you did for Maguire. He's better quality and less money. He brought in Mazraoui, very good player. He bought in Lenny Euro, which you guys are celebrating because apparently Madrid are looking at him.
I don't think he did bring in Lenny Euro. I don't think he did bring in Lenny Euro.
Did he not bring Lenny Euro?
He wasn't in the club when he might have been like he wasn't negotiating it because he didn't join until he joined when he got Delit and Mazraoui in, but he didn't join with Lenny Euro. And who was the other guys that we signed?
He bought Ugarte. Did he buy Ugarte?
Yeah, imagine he did. Yeah, he bought Ugarte. But yeah, but to be fair, bro, like I'm not that mad at it. Like, I wouldn't have really hired him, bruv. Like his track record's Brighton and Newcastle. That's not the same as United. You get what I'm saying?
But this is the thing. If it's true, you wanted Southgate, that undoes everything because it's like you may get some player recruitment well, but then look at the manager you want to oversee the whole project. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So if that's true. Like, I don't want him nowhere near Arsenal, if I be completely honest. And I think you guys, as Man United fans, you probably would side with Ineos and saying, you know what? Nah, we're not going down the Southgate rule. You know what I mean? Because Southgate's just, bro, he's just a British Ole, bro. That's basically what he is, bro.
No, Ole was better than him. I swear down. Ole, no, Southgate's better than Ole. Southgate's better than Ole. I won't lie. Southgate's better than Ole.
I think they're both crap.
Yeah, they both are crap, but Southgate was better because Southgate could he got England to finals, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? I don't think Ollie's doing that, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
If the
Listen,
club are happy with Umar Amarim, which clearly that's what it shows,
yeah, apparently he didn't want.
then they need a sporting director, that suits what he's trying to build. And then obviously they know if it doesn't work out with him, that's the model they're going to go down. Otherwise, it looks like you had no vision when you got your sporting director and you had no vision when you got Ruben Amorim. You didn't want to go with Ruben Amorim, ball, and you didn't want to go in with Dan Ashworth. So what are you actually appointing these people to do? What is the point? That's how it looked like to me if I was a United fan. What is the actual direction? Because you guys, you never stick with something. And the only time they stuck with someone was flipping Ten Hag. Or when they stuck with Ole because he won a couple of games as an interim and then made him like, I know different regime, but at the same time, the same issues. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's how I'd look on it. I mean,
we're linked with the Atletico one, the one that done with Simeone. You know, the one that bought Felix and all that. Like he worked with them.
Okay.
And obviously at that time, I'm pretty sure that was when Simeone changed to the three at the back. So I don't know if there's similarities there, but I'd take him. But just purely, bro, he's worked with a top club before, Atletico Madrid, and he's won trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'd prefer that to a Brighton DOF. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, track records are a thing, Northside, isn't it? You have to sometimes just look at the track record. If he's at Brighton and Newcastle, there's a reason why he probably took so long to pull the trigger on Ten Hag, because he thought he was okay. What was going on? Because the fans, you can't be 14th for United. You can't.
I hear it. Macy, what do you make of the rumours of Dan Ashworth joining Arsenal? What do you make of it?
I mean, Northside, it will not surprise me if Ashworth does come to Arsenal, because for me, like, I don't even know much about Dan Ashworth, because I know he was the director of Brighton, Newcastle, Manchester United, and all these other clubs. But I don't know if it wouldn't surprise me if he's our director, because what's he gonna do? Is he gonna sack Arteta, or is he just gonna do the same thing that Edu did, is keep hold of Arteta? Because for me, it's just, I don't know. Like, I think we need to go out and get a director that knows something about spending players, like someone like Overmars or another director, or Luis Ocampos. I don't know about Ashworth. I mean, I would like a director with knowledge and the intellectual mind of buying a proper player. But I don't think Ashworth should be our director, Northside.
I don't think he gets the job, if I'll be completely honest with you, bro. I don't think he gets the job. I just think it's a bunch of rumors. I think it's another one where it's just like
2 and 2 together, isn't it?
2 and 2 together. Like, we get rid of Edu. Oh, you guys, Dan Ashworth. I don't really think we're going to go and get Dan Ashworth. I'll be completely honest. I just think it's mad. Like, the ownership did so much. Like, wait for him, pay 3 million, all of that to then end up like this. But ultimately, as much as you can criticize Ineos, if it is true that is the manager he wanted, them getting rid of him once they heard that or saw that that's what he wanted, then I think that's the right decision for Man United. Get rid of Dan Ashworth. That's not the right vision for Man United. They want to be a successful club. So let's see if they get a director of football that can work with Ruben Amorim. Like I said, I think Ruben Amorim would be a very good coach for you guys, as long as he's backed and has the power to undo a lot of the mess of the previous regime. You already know who the bums are. But if you guys are not going to back him, you know what I mean? It's going to be a half-hearted thing. It's going to be swap and change in the direction at Man United.
He already looks stressed on the touchline. Like, against Forest, he looked stressed. Like, he looked like Northside when Arsenal drew, bro. Looked like he wanted to pull his hair out. He was fuming. You could tell that the players are just doing the dumbest stuff ever. You know what I'm saying? And he's got the derby this weekend as well, which if Man United lose 3-0, 4-0 to City, I don't think we will. If we lose 3 or 4-0 to City, that might just be my 13th reason, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're quite a bit younger than me. You got a long time, bro. If your club's in the mud the way my club's been, you've got a long time.
I've still seen it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've still seen it.
I'm currently on loan to Galatasaray. So the reason I'm on loan to Galatasaray is because, for me, they have great standards, because they always win the Turkish league year after year. And that's good, because that's what I like to see from them, because they can do something that Arsenal can't do, and that's compete for trophies. Because all Arsenal do, they just always fight for top four, and that's all. And that's all it is to them. Because it's just the ownership are happy with top four. Because for me, like if Arsenal had any kind of ambition, they would sack the Cronkies and get a proper owner like a Qatar or a Saudi. But it's just the reality is like football will never change because the fan base are happy because they are more than happy to say Cronky out. But every time I see them at the Emirates, they don't care. They're just happy with mediocrity. So
we will see. We will see. Ravi, I can't remember, bro. I need to look it up again, bro. I can't remember. I'll look up again. It was a list of the best 10 sporting directors in world football. Dan Ashworth was actually rated pretty high, so I don't know. Take it with a pinch of salt. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Bayern one isn't good.
There was one sporting director that was my favorite, and that was Michel Zorc of Borussia Dortmund. Because he and Klopp they worked and they developed quite a bond together, and because of that, Dortmund won the Bundesliga title, and it was all because of them two. So for me, Zorc was my favorite director.
There you go, man. Big up Macy, big up Touchline. We're going to redirect to Lee. I will be at 10 p.m. I will be on with Dan Potts. So you can catch that on Football's 12th Man. Big up to everyone locked in. We're redirecting to Lee. Northside Raid. Love, familia.